Hello everyone, my name is Pranav. I'm the co-founder of Chatwoot. Today we are going to see how we can install Chatwoot on an Ubuntu machine. We'll configure the email servers, we'll configure push notifications, and in about 15-20 minutes, you'll be able to set up a production-ready Chatwoot instance. Okay, let's get started. So I've configured an Ubuntu machine in DigitalOcean right now. So I've added a domain as well. So let us see uh, how we can install Chatwoot using our script. Let's try to log into the machine. It's available, it's running 20.04. Now let's try to run the script. I'm just copying the exact script. So it has created a script on machine. Let's change the permissions. By the way, this is a clean machine, nothing has been installed yet. So the script would install all the dependencies, it would compile all the assets. So I've started running the script now. It's just updating repositories. It would install all the required OS level dependencies. It would install Postgres, Redis, and the required Ruby dependencies for Chatwoot. It started installing Node.js, which is a dependency for Chatwoot. It would install Yarn, the package manager, and Nginx and Let's Encrypt. So basically installs everything for you. Let's see. Now it's installing the phone packages or basic OS level dependencies. It's just installing the required items. So let's install Postgres now. To install cert port which is required for configuring Let's Encrypt. So the script would add a new user, Chatwoot. This is where the files would be. So you'll have a user Chatwoot, and in the home folder of Chatwoot, there will be a new folder called Chatwoot, and we'll pull all the files which is required for Chatwoot server to run there. So right now it's installing RVM, and it installs Ruby 2.7.2, which is the current version Chatwoot is using. Trying to pull all the files from our master branch. Now it's trying to install the dependencies. So now it has started installing JavaScript dependencies. So let's see how this actually goes. This has completed installing JavaScript dependencies. Now it would create a database with some seed data so that you can test it out right away. Now it's trying to compile all the assets. It would take 1 or 2 minutes, and after that the installation would be complete. So let's wait for that. Now it has completed compiling all the assets, and it says the installation is complete. So let us try to see if this actually works. So for that we will go to linux.demo.chatwoot.org 3000. Yeah, an installation is complete. So it just requires an Nginx configuration and an SSL certificate. So let's try to actually do that. So as per the document here, you have to go to the Nginx sites enabled folder. Can see if there is something. It's not there. So let's try to add linux.demo.chatwoot.org. Right. Let's try to copy and paste all these things. So I have header, I have everything copied here. Let's change the server name to linux.demo.chatwoot.org. Save. Now verify the Nginx configuration. It says that syntax is okay, test is successful. Let's try to reload Nginx. So now we have the Nginx configuration up and running. Now let's try to create SSL certificate. So for that we will have certboard which is already installed. We just copy and paste this. Oh wait, I'd have to change my domain name. linux.demo.chatwoot.org. So it would ask me for an email address. I'm just giving chatwootdemo@gmail.com. If you really want to skip this, seems invalid email address. Yeah, let's cancel this. chatwootdemo@gmail.com. Okay. Sharing with and getting a certificate, clearing up the challenges. So this is asking me whether I want to redirect all HTTP traffic to HTTPS. So I would say redirect, redirecting all the ports. So this shows that, like, our installation, HTTP SSL installation is complete. Let's try to see the current Nginx file. So as you can see here, earlier we had only the block for H80 port. Now certboard has automatically installed 443, and demo is actually, like, it has configured the right SSL certificate as well. So in some cases, like, you'll have to add full chain so that the app would work. In some cases, like, we have seen the issues with Android app not working because people have not added full chain certificate, so you'd have to add that as well. Yeah, now let's go back and see if this is accessible in the https domain.org. Yeah, so the installation is correct. Installation is complete. It's having a valid SSL certificate. It has all these things. So as I said earlier, it would automatically create a sample user for you to actually check. So this is given in our documentation. So you just have to go there, log in with that, and you see these messages. So now let's try to create an email server and probably set up an actual account with your own email address. So let me just log out from here. Right. Okay. For that, you have to log in as a Chatwoot user. Let's go to Chatwoot, and if you see .env, you'll be able to see the configurations. So all you have to do is to set SMTP address, SMTP username, password based on your mail provider. So today I'm going to use Encrypt. So let's try to log into Encrypt. And before that, let's edit a couple of values. So the front end URL, you have to set the correct front end URL. So it would be https slash linux.demo.chatwoot.org. Default locale is en. You don't have to do anything there. I would say SSC in host is false. Let's force SSL to true, so that if you have anything there, you would just remove that. Let's keep account sign up true for now. Redis URL is by default this. I have the Postgres username and password correct, set correctly. So let's try to change this to one of the emails which I have verified in my SendGrid account. So the SMTP address would be mail.sendgrid.net. Username for SendGrid is actually API key, so you'd have to create an SMTP API key and use it as an SMTP key. So I think we can just disable SMTP domain for now. If you want to add, you can add that later on. SMTP port would be 587. So I have an email which is verified as concept.dataclunk.io. This would be my email. So now that we have the SMTP API key, I just added as SMTP password. Now let's try to add a storage. Local should be good enough for Linux installation. So if you want to have file backup, you can actually add as S3 or any other providers like GCP or Mint.io or anything of that sort. We'll keep Rails std out as true, or maybe let's keep it as false, so that it creates a production.log file. I'm not configuring Twitter or Facebook right now. I'm not configuring Slack right now. So next you would need is actually push notification keys. So let me command that. I'll just try to log in into the shell. Sudo -i -chatwoot cd chatwoot _env code introduction Rails C. So this will allow you to look into the Rails console. Okay, now all you have to do is go to environment variables, go down to the keys, so you'll be able to copy and paste a script which will generate a public and private key. So just copy this one, go here and paste it. And there is another one for private key. This and paste it here. So now we have push notification servers available. If you want to log IP address and probably figure out where your users are from, you can configure an IP lookup service. So we use MaxMindDB. Chatwoot would automatically download the database if you have provided the API key. So you can configure that if you want. So yeah, I think our configuration is complete. Now let's just try to reload. Let's exit from folder and probably go here and restart the service. Okay, now that the configuration is complete, let's actually try to create a new account. So I'll be creating one under Chatwoot and chatwoot.org@gmail.com. So it has created a new account for me with all these things. So let's see if I've got a confirmation. So I've got a new confirmation. So let's try to log out from here and confirm the account. So what it will do is like it will just verify the account and allow me to set a password. Verification, so my account is verified. So if you go to settings and agents, you'll be able to see that the account is verified. You may add new agent like Chatwoot demo 2. It's an agent Chatwoot or plus demo1 at gmail.com. Let's see if this comes through. Yeah, there's a new verification email which has come to my mail. So next we'd see like how we can configure an inbox. Inbox is nothing but a new way of connecting with customers. So it can be a Facebook page, it can be a website, it can be Twitter page, or anything of that sort. So let's try to add a website. Now you have received a script which you can copy and paste to your website and start chatting with the customers. So let's try to do that. So I have deployed my website with the script. So let's see if that works. Yeah, let's see if hello. So it gives me request to provide an email. Let's see if we have received that. Yes. Now let's try to do hello. How may I help you? Go here. Yep, it's available. So so the installation is complete. You have configured email notifications. You have configured a basic inbox. So let's see if we have received an email. So yeah, as you can see, there is a notification that a new conversation has been assigned to you. So you can actually change that here. So if we go to profile settings, you can see what type of notifications that you want to see, or you can enable push notifications, which would ask you to allow the notifications on your browser. You can enable that. Then whenever new conversation is assigned to you, you will get a browser push notification, and opt out for any new type of message. So if you have a new message which is in the conversation, if you have not seen that, you will get an email, or maybe you can subscribe for the push. So yeah, that's about it. You can add canned responses. For example, let's say what, why, or maybe how may I help you. So it's like how may I help you. I've added a shortcode here. So if you go back to this place and click on slash, you'll be able to see the thing. You can click on it, it would auto-populate the field, and click on send. You can add private nodes. It's just like this is a private node. This won't be actually visible to the user. So as you can see, there's only 2-3 messages. So if the user has provided you the email, let's say I'm providing my email here, it would actually update. It would give you the list of I'll create a contact. You see, you can add more profile if you want to. This So yeah, the contact will be updated, and then the conversation will have much more context than before. Now let's try to add a label. We have added a label now. Let's try to add that from here. We click on this one. We'll be able to see the labels in the account. We can click on that, it will be added. And if you go to customer support label, we can filter that with that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So this gives you an ability to install Chatwoot on Ubuntu machines. So in the next tutorial, we'll see how we can upgrade this to a newer release or a newer version. So once we have an updated release, it would help you to actually update the release on your instance. So yeah, I think that's for today. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.